Good evening. Let me know if you can hear me. I gotta be quiet. All right. Awesome. Uh-oh. I forgot to keep the music going. That's alright. Hello. Welcome to Moonlit Markets on the Lunar Beaches Crypto channel. I am David. I am a crypto enthusiast. I like to trade crypto. And I like to build portfolios, or a portfolio. This show is going to be a little bit of everything. Crypto. I had gotten away from, some fundamentals. So we'll be doing a good fair bit of that on this show. And also, as always, we will have the look at charts. We will be looking at charts. We will be teaching new things, try to teach something new every single episode, Monday through Thursday, starting same time, 10:45 p.m. Central Standard Time until about 11:30. So about a 45-minute show. See if we can fill it up. I think we can. Hello, Melissa. Good to see you in the chat. One love. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. So first things first. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be going over tonight, this evening, under the moon. We need to talk about some positive mindset and and having like a positive outlook just in life in general, and just being positive in general. It really allows you to adapt to any given situation in a proper manner. You're not reacting out of fear, which is negative mindset. If you react out of fear, you do two things when it comes to trading. You either have the fear of missing out, which is when price is going up, so you jump into the trade when you shouldn't be doing that. Not financial advice. I don't know if I mentioned that. I am not a professional trader. I am not I don't, whatever, not financial advice, all that good stuff. Don't. Every decision you make is on your own. You know, do not buy, sell, or hold anything because of anything that I say on this channel. Now that that's out of the way, back to the positive negative mindset. FOMO is when you jump into a trade when the price is going up. And then you have the other type of fear, which is when you're afraid that you're about to lose it all. So you sell everything at a loss when maybe you could have held. Now, this is more for your position trades. These are like your portfolio trades. So, you know, just whatever you're holding in your portfolio, you know, if it drops 40% in a bear market, I mean, it's kind of expected, especially if it's an alt. And then you've got to know what your risk tolerance is and how much money you are willing to lose. If you are willing and can afford to lose it, invest it. But that's what I do. I don't know about you, but that's what I do. So just especially if you'd like if you don't really have a lot of time but you still are interested in investing and doing like swing trades and all of that, then great. Those are your large position trades or swing trades. And later in the week, I'll go over I think I'm going to name the episode Perspective. Because a lot of people tend to focus too much on the here and now when you can build a perfectly fine portfolio and make a lot of money and get that portfolio working for you to where it's making money while you're sleeping and you don't really have to worry about it until like the next day you wake up and you go through a process, a procedure. We're going to dive into that as well. We're going to do a system building process. We're going to do that together. We're going to create like a daily procedure, or it's not even a daily, doesn't have to be a daily thing. Daily thing would be for your day traders. This is a procedure you got to do every single day to stay on top of things. The procedure also works on a weekly time frame. Your positions are just bigger, with little to no leverage. These are more like your spot positions, you know, that you want to hold long term. Maybe that one's more of a monthly type procedure or system, but that's something, you know, we'll work on together. We'll get that all figured out together. There will be no rushing in this process. We don't want to rush. We want to take our time and do our due diligence, especially when we are portfolio building, but also a lot of this will help build the foundation for you to have a better understanding of how the markets function. If you can have a better understanding of how markets function, and you can also understand human psychology, then you will be in great shape. As always, risk management, aka your exposure to the market, those kind of go hand in hand. But yeah, you got to get you have to have your risk management down, and that is going to depend on the person. It's going to depend on your style of trading. It's going to depend on your strategy. So that's, I'm not going to give you setups. I will chart things out and see where things could possibly go, but I won't give you the actual setup where it's like I put a long position on here, and then give you a stop loss, a take profit, an entry, all that stuff. That's because that's up to every individual. You know what kind of money you have. You know what kind of lifestyle you live. You know your time that you can dedicate to the market. If you can't dedicate your full day because you have a day job, you should be a swing trader. End of story. You should be a swing trader because that won't require you to constantly look at the charts all throughout the day. So we'll get into that, and I feel like that'll help a lot of people, because sometimes just the speed of the market is a lot faster, of course, intraday, meaning in the middle of the day, on your 15 minutes, stuff like that. 15 minutes a little, well, I say that for me, 15 minutes a little slow, but just the sheer speed of it can really get you to, it puts way more emotion into it. People think that holding a trade, the first time you hold a trade for like a week and you hold that trade for a week and you make a profit, like, I don't know, 100%, maybe you double up in 1 week. I mean, that's just one trade. I don't know what you put in it. Don't put your whole account in it. I'm just saying, 100% on a trade. That's pretty good. And all you had to do was wait 1 week to double the money that you put in it. Just 1 week. You do that over several weeks, and that stuff really starts to add up. And the time is going to fly by because if you have a day job, your time's going to fly by. And if you have a day job and a family, like I do, your time's going to fly by. I kind of feel like this is like a late night talk show with David. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat. I will try to go over whatever people put in the chat. All 2 of you that are watching, thank you for watching, by the way. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I love you. And peace be with you. Forever and always. Seriously. The world's messed up. All right, let's go ahead and I hope you enjoyed the opening monologue there. If you did, hit that like button. My YouTube didn't want to load, so I don't understand it. Bright light. Ugh. I tried to find like a way to like turn off the bright light on this, but there just isn't one. But this is a great website for crypto news. I was just going to quickly go over some stuff and then we'll get into the charts. Yeah. So yeah, this is a decrypt.co. If you didn't know, haven't heard of it. A lot of good news on here. A lot of good ways to learn on here. Just, another resource for you. It's important to keep up with some news because you know, if certain sectors start to pick up steam, you're going to see a lot of that beginning in the news because you'll start seeing a whole bunch of like rumors, and the price may be flat, but there's all these rumors swirling around it. So sometimes you can take advantage of that. That is something that's degen stuff, as they say. But it's also, I wouldn't like, that's something that's like I'm putting money in it. That's a spot buy. I'm not leverage trading it, and we'll see where it goes. But when it comes to those things, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of iffy. I don't do meme coins. I don't do meme coins. That's all I'll say. Is I just don't do meme coins. But I think gaming and AI are going to be pretty big. Coming next bull run, whenever that is. A lot of projects are already taking off, which is, something to keep an eye on. And where there is liquidity, there is price action. Okay, that's another reason why it's good to kind of pay attention to this stuff. Because if you start hearing news surrounding a certain token or tokens, then you can start looking into them as into their charts, and you can be like, okay, this one kind of looks like maybe some volume's been picking up lately or something, and then one day it just like kind of has a sudden drop, but it creates some kind of like bullish divergence. I don't know. I'm just saying. Sometimes there's got to be a reason for people to start putting money into stuff. There's got to be a reason. So it's basically a follow the money type deal. So possibility of a Bitcoin ETF has mining firms concerned. What is this? Was it the same article? Will they update it? Someone left. Oh no. Why a Bitcoin ETF is making BTC miners nervous. This is something, I do want to be kind of a data-driven type show too. So a lot of data. I forgot to bring some stuff up that I wanted to bring up, but I'll save it for tomorrow. It's fine. Yeah. I've got me a little notepad to write stuff down on because that's the type of show this is going to be. Yep, sorry. All right. With the first U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF seemingly in sight, it has seemed like the entire crypto industry is optimistic about how such a product could bolster Bitcoin's legitimacy in the investing world, ignite institutional adoption, and send the price of Bitcoin to the moon. Boy, they're not trying to hype this up at all. Now, if you weren't here in 2019, go ahead and Google Bitcoin ETF 2019 and then type in like August, September, October, November, December, January. Just do it. Never came. What happens if it does? Probably be a top. Probably. Who knows? There's a lot of A lot of crazy predictions out there right now. So we might try to see if any of those could possibly be true. But so for the most part, the article continues. For the most part, that includes Bitcoin mining firms, companies that run large computer fleets dedicated to securing the Bitcoin network and earning newly minted coins. However, a key fact about the current Bitcoin investing landscape may leave investors and mining firms a bit concerned. Quote, we are optimistic about the ETFs and there are indications it will be positive, end quote. Isaac Hollyoak, CleanSpark's chief communications officer, told Decrypt. Mining stocks, he noted, tend to inherit Bitcoin's positive momentum during bullish periods. Let's see, CleanSpark. Let's Google that. They got stock. America's Bitcoin miner. CleanSpark responsibly develops infrastructure for Bitcoin, an essential tool for financial independence and inclusion. We strive to leave the planet better than we found it by investing in communities that source low carbon energy like wind, solar, nuclear, and hydro. Cool. Interesting. What was that stock ticker? CLSK. Let's go over to the charts. Let's see. CLSK. CleanSpark. NASDAQ. Technology. Let's see what this looks like. Let's pull this down to the daily. So this is a mining company. It's been big old drawdown. What does this look like on top of Bitcoin? Oh, crap. There we go. All right. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, let's see. Thank you for joining, by the way. I appreciate every single one of you. If you are watching the replay, hi. Welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto. Welcome to Moonlit Markets. All right, so let's see what type of correlation. So we do have upside. The mining CleanSpark topped out and started pulling down before Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin was dragging down, but this was really coming down. Really coming down there. That's expected. It was, look at this. All of this was the summer bear market. But it basically said, nuh-uh. Like, it didn't create a new all-time high on that. Of course, this is a little different. But that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, so Bitcoin miners are scared. Though Bitcoin itself is up over 100% this year, public mining stocks have averaged even stronger returns alongside other Bitcoin adjacent firms. Until now, such companies have acted as regulated, more traditional leverage plays on Bitcoin for investors in the absence of an ETF. Yet therein lies the rub. Though Bitcoin ETFs may appear promising, they may also suck capital away from stocks that investors have until now treated as the next best thing. For their part, CleanSpark remains optimistic, keeping its focus on Bitcoin's price. Yeah, keep your focus on the price. That's what the miners care about, apparently. Of course, there's no. I'm not seeing any mention. I'm not seeing any mention of the fact that ETFs are harmful to the security of the network. Of course, they don't want to put that in there. They want to tell you they're optimistic and everything's going to be fine. And it might just take a little bit longer than it's supposed to. But we're going to get there. That's what's going to happen. We're going to get there. We're going to go to, so this is a lesson in safety. Use LastPass, own crypto. You could lose everything if you don't act fast. So, this says, over the last 10 months, more than 100 seemingly secure crypto wallets, many held by high-profile tech-savvy members of the crypto community, have been drained of tens of millions of dollars worth of cryptocurrency without any clear indication how. Now, the answer is becoming clearer. The thefts appear to be due to a hack of LastPass, the password management company. For months, these seamless and consistently repeated attacks baffled security experts who couldn't figure out how to stop the theft. Victims did not appear to be falling for scams or doing anything online, for that matter, that risked exposing their private information. Besides, it turned out prioritizing wallet security. Okay, that was really weird sentence to throw in there like that. That was weird. On this note, little side note, I should say. But on this topic, I will have an interview with a friend of mine who is in cybersecurity, and we'll post that up on the show whenever I can. Maybe we'll do it live. I'll see what he feels about that, but just thought I'd bring him on here, kind of have like an interview, throw him some, really a bunch of questions, anything that I could think of. If you can think of any kind of cybersecurity type of questions, throw them in the comment section down below, and I will do my best to get to them. Also, don't forget to join the free Discord. Link will be in the description box by the time I am done with this stream. I will put it in the description box. Join the free Discord. Get verified. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, on-chain researchers have since concluded, as the attacks continue to persist monthly, that the hacker in question is likely accessing victims' funds by using wallet passwords and seed phrases exposed during a hack last winter into password manager LastPass. Since that hack, passwords obtained from the computer security service have reportedly led to the theft of at least $39 million worth of crypto and counting. Just last week, the hacker made off with another $4.4 million in crypto in what experts have identified as another attack that traces back to LastPass. So Zach XPT's got you covered here. Go ahead, give him a follow on the Twitter/X.com at Zach XBT. Just go ahead, give him a follow. Stay up to date with scams, hacks, all that stuff. In my opinion, for just that type of thing, I recommend you get an X. A lot of stuff happens on X before it happens anywhere else. That's when it comes to crypto. So, yeah. All right. That's going to be it for the news. I was going to do some gaming stuff. There's really nothing in here. Gaming will have to be like a whole episode if I even want to do it. Or a separate video, maybe. I don't know when I would do it, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll play some games one day. Who knows? Let's go ahead and close out. Close out. All right, let's go ahead. Let's do our market analysis and then go to bed. Market analysis and then bedtime. All right, so let's go ahead and to coin market cap. Now I can put this in dark mode if it'll hurry up. There. My throat's so dry. My son's got respiratory virus, and I really hope I don't have it. All right, where are we? All right, so what I want to do is I want to 7-day percentage. So Gala's up the most. So let's go ahead and check out Gala. Why do we want to check out Gala when it is up? Are we wanting to FOMO into a trade class? No, we don't. We don't want to FOMO into a trade. What we want to do is we want to see if it is possibly a buy. No FOMO. No FOMO, One Love. You missed a pump. You didn't miss the pump. You want to see the pump? No FOMO. The one, the only, the myth, the legend, the one TRB. 10 weeks straight, up 1,085%. You think you're dramatic. I have a rap alias. My name is Dramatica. It's a combination, it's a mashup of the words dramatic and America. Because we dramatic, man. We dramatic. We are dramatic. Let's go to the daily. So yeah, that one's up pretty big. I'd say let's maybe we want to look for shorts, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we're pretty solid. Our momentum is pretty solid. I mean, it's not breaking down; it's curling up. Momentum, RSI, relative strength, whatever you want to call it. It is strong. And TradingView even calls it overbought and oversold. But it is not. This is not a regular RSI. This is Ultimate RSI by Lux Algo. Ultimate RSI. Right there, Lux Algo. I like this one. It's a little smoother than your standard RSI, like this one. See how this kind of goes up really fast right here and then just goes sideways, whereas this one kind of comes up and then cuts down. Like, it hasn't even crossed the 50 mark yet, and then it comes up, and then it goes sideways, and then it starts ramping up right before the pop off here, and then we get into that upper bounds where momentum is very strong, and then you really start to get that push up. And this is a bottom out down here. Let me get rid of. So this is a bullish divergence right here. I mean, you could do candle bodies. I suggest candle bodies, but, well, on the 4 hour. That's much cleaner on that daily, wasn't it? Flat. Okay. Flatten our momentum. Coming up in on our price. Flatten our oscillator. Coming up on our price. That shows that the price held even at a low point of momentum. Not only did it hold, it held at a higher price than it did previously. So it shows that buyers have stepped in and they have essentially worked out this range. They've said, all right, this is a fair price. We can now reprice it to the upside. Demand is there. Supply is running thin everywhere. So this would be of concern, or I would say would be of concern right here. I'd say maybe it has one more push, but this is, well, it's got a little bit of a tilt to it. Still not seeing like upper, unless this thing comes up and it breaks this, then I would expect this thing to really get going. But who knows? Maybe we see some craziness happen in this market coming up here soon. But that's all going to be dictated by the king, Bitcoin. It's all going to depend on this guy. Let's see how this schematic is turning up. Oh. All right. Looks like, yep. Man, I nailed that one. Yeah. Ready for that last push up, and then get our pullback. That's what I'm hoping for. So we'll have to wait and see. And when that happens, if that happens, a lot of alts might go with it. But most alts, when Bitcoin goes through a sideways corrective or just any kind of corrective type of move, that is when alts will tend to take off a little bit. It won't be every alt. There's way too many altcoins these days, but if you can find ones that have plays on them ahead of time and just be kind of expecting it to happen next time Bitcoin goes sideways. Now, if it's a major drop, you want to look at stuff that holds up in that drop. I would even say if an altcoin like takes out a bunch of liquidity, if their Bitcoin drop is to occur, I would be looking to possibly buy that alt. I would possibly be looking to long it. And that's because there's going to be a lot of sellers. That means there's a lot of stuff that you can buy. You can buy them up. Take it off their hands. They're selling, you're buying. They're buying, you're selling. Hopefully at the right prices for you. So, yeah, I mean, this is basic thesis right here. Let's go ahead and come on down over here. I mean, this was like the most obvious bull div. Just ready to go. Why didn't you take the trade? Then we had a bear div right here. Right? Then we got our pullback. And we got a little bitty bull div right there. It's really right here and here. Well, actually, there wasn't a bull div there. Not on. I mean, that's a little bit of bull div. It's holding momentum even as it's pulling down. A lot of indecision on the weekly chart in here. I mean, that's the squeeze just waiting to happen, and that's exactly what we got. We got a squeeze out of there. Squeezed it. Squeezed it real good. Now, if I'm a pattern trader, I'm looking here. Let me go to my daily. Let's just go ahead and go into current price action to wrap this up. And we'll try to see what we got going on. Don't forget, we have the FOMC Wednesday. The latest that I saw on that was basically a 98.2. It was a 98.2% chance of a pause. It would be the second consecutive pause. If that is to happen, I would expect the markets to take that to be bullish. Why? Because monetary policy rules all. And if there is certainty in monetary policy, as in, okay, there's certainty and confidence in the numbers, that tends to let the markets have a chance to put on some risk. The question is, how long would that be? How long would it be a risk-on environment? How quickly would the markets get moving? Would it be a slow move? That's just something we gotta watch. And we'll be here Monday through Thursday to go over just that. We'll go over the markets. We'll go over everything. Maybe I'll do one night where it's nothing but TA. Maybe do a TA Tuesday or something, you know. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow it's just nothing but TA. Newsy Monday, get us ready for is to watch the New York Midnight Open. So, New York Midnight Open. Gonna be way more organized in the future, guys. Just bear with me as I get this show rolling. So right now, let's see, 4 hour. Oh, 4 hour. Where? Probably want to look at the 1 hour. Because I'm thinking about leading up into Tuesday. All right, so our momentum right here is not matching. Let me get rid of this. Momentum right here. Right here. Actually, it's 1 hour, so let's just cut it. Let's just say it's that. Because that's where a lot of the... I'm going to go over this also. What is called trapped traders? Oh, there's no volume on this chart. Whoops. All right. So we got to find our trapped traders. We got to go to smaller time frames. So we'd be looking for, so we have seller or buyers here, right? Big green candle, but then price stalls. Okay. So we're gonna take this upper bounds and we're gonna move that across. Price comes down, price comes up. What do we have? We have what is basically your momentum saying, nope, we're even below the smoothing line here. Now, these are both pointed down, but this is such a sharp turn down that kind of gets me concerned. And we're coming back up into a pool of liquidity after taking out with a manipulation move to the downside. We have this consolidation range, and then we come down, we break that range to the downside, come up back into the liquidity up this side, and rip it back down to the downside. And then this helps confirm, yep, that momentum is shifting down. We can look to our left over here, see this whole area over here. There's a whole bunch of volume down in there. That is where we're likely to go. Consolidate again, push back up, try to break it again, or try to come up to it and break it. Come up to it, get rejected. Immediately, people will start going short. What happens to them? They get wrecked again. All right, maybe this time it's time to short. Starts coming back up. Our volume dies off, and so does price. And then we take out the next low. And now another consolidation range on a bounce. Whoops. This is actually probably a measured move right here. From there to there. Might even come down a little more down into here. We do have that level there. Little imbalance there, but maybe we stick with the high volume over here. Maybe we stick with that. These equal lows right here too. So that would be something I'd be looking for. There's a little bit of a head and shoulders too. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. All right. A little bit of a head and shoulders. This one's, yeah, our volume's dying off. So that's not good. Definitely more interested in the channel here. More of a broadening wedge. Usually you're supposed to go from the breakout. And then we try to marry that with other types of confluences. So where are we at on this? On our fibs. If I go by the body, we get to the 1.618. Yep. And get rid of that. If we pull this whole move, actually, I would probably, we do our market structure, right? Come up. One of these is lower. Doesn't really matter. Down here, down here, down here, right here. Break that low. Come up. We want to break that down. Take out that low. That's what we're looking for. And then hopefully see maybe price kind of move up maybe a little bit while our RSI, or maybe move down. No, move up. Move up. Up or down. Doesn't really matter as long as we get a divergence. Because your bearish divergences are on top Your bullish divergences are on the bottom. Look at this one. Bull div. Boom. Right back to the upside. This shit too easy. This shit too easy. This shit too easy to me. Now we do have, what is this? This is the hourly. I can see we do have some higher lows being put in here. We got a wick, but let me go ahead and turn that off. Let me turn off the wicks. Let's get rid of the noise. Just go by our candles. Now this one's already lost that. Did look like there was a possibility of a bull div, but no. Nope, nope, nope. If anything, this looks like maybe we come up and then come down, come up, maybe barely, come down. You know, just put in something like that. While this puts in something like that. Momentum shifting to the upside, even as price is coming down, it's ready to go. And then bam! Who knows? That's November 1st. That's when I would expect maybe a little wick coming on down. Maybe even up. It all depends. Oh yeah, with the FOMC, I did want to say that even if the market takes it as bullish, we could see a pullback at the same time. It really kind of depends on what the price action is leading up to the FOMC. If Bitcoin pumps tomorrow and puts in the high for the week, then I would expect for the rest of the week for Bitcoin to pull back. If Bitcoin takes out the low, the Monday low, yesterday's low, then I would expect it to move to the upside for the remainder of the week. Maybe consolidate the rest of the day on Wednesday and then get moving back to the upside again on Thursday. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. It's only Monday, but until next time, well, let me say, thank you for joining me tonight. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this. If you watch this in the morning, just know that I love you. If you watch this at all, just know that I love you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're practicing good risk management. And yeah, I think that was a good first show. Tomorrow, maybe we do TA Tuesdays. Let's go. Until next time. Oh, make sure you hit that like on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And until next time, Wave Riders, good night.